Welcome to Ultimate DIY, where you learn to be your own handyman. And today we have a really interesting project. We are going to be making a Felix the Cat cutout out of plywood. We're going to cut it out, paint it, and mount this thing at Stroker's Ice House in Dallas with all of his other little characters that he has up there. So let's get to it. First thing you're going to do is you're going to use a projector in a computer. I'm using an Emerson HD projector, so it gives me a pretty nice bright picture. I went online and found just a picture that I want to cut out of Felix the Cat with his little bag of tricks. And I'm not that great of an artist, so what I do is project that onto my plywood. Now, if you're going to hang this outside, guys, you can't use treated. If you use treated, your paint's not going to stick. And it's going to end up being warpy and splitting and things as it dries. So I'm using a cabinet grade plywood, going to trace it out, paint it, and then I'm going to seal it so it'll give me many years of service. So right now I've already started. All you're going to do is you're going to follow your outline just like this all the way around. Even the centers, we're going to do the eyes. Take your time, get it right. And I've noticed that if I get underneath my shadow, it's much easier to trace. I've already done all of this up to here, so I can do the larger part of my eyes. Just like that there. Bring it down here. This entire piece through here is going to be black. So there you go, guys. The outline is done. The next step is going to be to paint everything in. I have red, I have yellow, I have some blue and black and white. So I'm going to have several colors I've got to go pick up. I'm going to buy an acrylic type latex, which is more like the modern day enamel. We are going to do that, and then we're going to cover it with a clear coating. I will probably let my daughter do the painting, so we will try to film that so that you guys can see what it's like when she starts doing all of the colors, and we'll go from there. I'm going to shut the projector off real quick so you can see what the actual outline looks like. So there you go, guys. With the projector off, you can see now my outline. So it's not too hard at this point just to paint. You don't have to do any detail work. So if you're making big yard figures for Halloween, Christmas, what have you, if you're wanting decorations, this is the easiest way to do it and do it correctly. Now this one is about 5.5 feet tall, close to 6. I can't really go much taller because of the way the arm is stretched out, so I got the most that I could out of a sheet of plywood. And what I will do, like I said earlier, is I'm going to use the jigsaw and slowly follow this around and cut him out, including the little finger shapes and all the way around. I may just go ahead, instead of cutting those fingers all the way out, cut them here across and maybe put a little white here. And the main reason for that is it's going to be outside, and it will keep that as a solid piece that water and everything can't get inside of. Probably start painting before we cut out, just so that it's a little easier to follow. So next stage, we will figure out if we're going to paint first or cut out, but that'll be coming next.
Magnetized, you feel a big appeal, flying high, oh, just like a moth to the flame. When you get that feeling, they can be deceiving. Tell it like it is, 'cause I need to know you were playing with fire. Can't you see? into the heat of the night. Yeah, alright, do it again. You should have seen it come. You acted numb, don't deny. You are like a moth to the flame. When you get that feeling, they can be deceiving. Tell it like it is, 'cause I need to know you were playing with fire. Can't you see? You better take it easy, let it go, 'cause you should have known better. You should have known better. Your hands are full of matches, and you just can't seem to let them go. And when the fire catches, you'll be on your
Okay, Royce, what are you doing today?
Painting.
Painting. Is there a certain way you like to do that? Do you start at a certain color? Do you start from the inside, work your way out?
Inside and work my way out, and I paint very gently, so it
Very
doesn't.
gently. So do you do the base colors first and then you go over it with a kind of trimming it out?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, cool. What kind of brushes are you liking to use? What type of brushes are you using?
Small brushes and big brushes.
So you're using regular paint brushes and then you're using some like canvas brushes as well, right? Mm-hmm. Very awesome. So let's see how your technique works. What do you do?
So take a little paint, dab it on the paint edges, and then I go here and just slowly trace it. And if it does that, just go back, get some of the paint that you dabbed on already, and do it again until it's fully done.
So do you turn the brush in a certain way? I know on the big brushes you turn the bristle out.
Yes.
You have a point.
This one has a point as well, so I just turn it to the left and take the part with the big bristles, push it on the painting, and drag.
Okay. Well, show us real quick how you do that line, like right where you were just at.
Okay.
So how would you do that? Oh, so you let it spread out. Very cool. Now you're like a pro at this. All right, very good. So at this point, you're going to just go over everything, make sure it's got one good coverage. A couple of them already have two. Like you said, the bag down there, you've already done two.
Yes.
You're going to go back, probably touch everything up, make it look great, and then when we mount it, we'll do a touch-up paint, and then we are going to clear coat it. So at this point, we're going to let Royce go ahead and keep painting, and we're going to put it on time lapse, and you can see what it looks like when she gets it finished.
Doesn't matter what I do, she's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart starts beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. Guitar. Yeah. All right. Wouldn't lie to you. Doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. Ha. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes.
Okay, looks like Royce has got everything finished. The only thing we'll have left is let it dry real good. You can see where the paint's still a little wet in the center. And we are going to put a clear coat once we get it all mounted where it's going to go. So Royce, what do you think about painting Felix the Cat?
Never again.
Never again? A little painful?
My knees hurt.
Yeah. Well, if you were going to tell somebody, some of the little secrets to doing this, what would you tell them?
To keep your hand very steady when tracing the edges.
Okay. How many coats did you have to put on?
At least, well, some of the lighter colors like yellow, I had to put like 4 coats. The black was 2, white was like 3, blue was 1, surprisingly. Red was 2.
Huh. So the blue actually covered better. Well, it looks really good. He looks fantastic. I mean, it's pretty amazing that you were able to make it look that way. So, all right. Well, until the next time, we appreciate it, Royce. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, it is finished, painted. We are fixing to mount it. Now, we were originally going to mount it up on this pole and use some round brackets to go through it. We were going to have to put holes through it and get it up there. So we're going to go ahead and mount it on the gate as it opens. So as people leave the actual parking lot here, which we have about 1,200 motorcycles a weekend come through here, they'll be able to see them. And we're going to do it on this one instead of the opposing one on that side, so that the courtyard, which is behind the camera, can actually see him during the day. So I have some brackets. We're going to go ahead and use those brackets and mount it from the back side. They're little copper brackets, some little screws to make sure that it does not go all the way through the 3/4, but we're going to put a lot of them on there to hold it up. I may have to go ahead and get some help to get him up there for the first second or two so that it'll hold in place, and then I will be putting more on there. So let's go ahead and get to it. I need to get you to, if you'll hold this guy for a second so I can put a screw in and get him started. So we need to kind of mount him. Yeah, like if you could put your fingers here and here maybe. Just like that. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
There we go. I think it should hold. Let's see there. Good. All right. Thank you. So there you go, guys, totally finished. I did use a little polyurethane oil-based to protect it since it is going to be outdoors. Even though I used a good acrylic outdoor paint, this gives it just one more layer of protection, but everything went really nice on it. Now, our next episode, we are going to, right behind the camera, there is another gate just like this one, and we are going to build probably a Mr. Peabody time machine, guys. So hopefully that will go just as easy as this one, and I hope to see you guys tuned in on that one. Until then, thank you for watching.